Hey everybody! So this is something that happened pretty recently. Sega announced that they were going to be ending their partnership with Archie Comics to stop making the Sonic the Hedgehog comics that they were making since the 90s. I mean, this stuff is really, really old, and I have a lot of the comics, especially the ones that were from the 90s that I'm going to go over just for fun. It's kind of sad. I know that the series had some complications and even some lawsuits, and it kind of messed things up. They had to reboot the series, and I think by the time that happened, I kind of stopped buying comics because where I was living at the time, there really wasn't a good place for me to purchase them. And I was too lazy to get a subscription, but I think I read it up to about, let's say, issue 100, and then I started, going to my local comic book store again and buying recent ones. Speaking of which, and yes, I'm I'm wearing a Chun-Li hoodie, if anyone's wondering. But this was actually the last issue that I found in the comic book store before they stopped, I guess, manufacturing them. It even has the Riverdale, so it's very modern, obviously. What was I going to say? But yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog series, I think, made a world record for the longest running video game series. The good news is they're going to do a reboot, to my understanding, and they're going to hand the rights down to a different company. So there still will be Sonic the Hedgehog comics. They'll just come out in 2018, and I'm happy about that. But I wonder what's going to happen to characters like Sally, Antoine, the Freedom Fighters. Something really interesting. Here, let me go ahead and go through this. This is the graphic novel thing, or whatnot, of the Sonic and Mega Man crossover. I just got the whole book because I missed out on the actual issue, so I did that. And here is just this one. I think was based off of Sonic Adventure, and I never. This is kind of when I dropped off the map reading the Archie comics. So these are all new to me. Same thing with this, just kind of a digest. Shadow, and you guys know who these characters are. I don't need to tell you, right? What is this doing here? This is from the 90s. This was a folder for school. I don't think I ever used it because I didn't want to mess it up. That's neat. Has Carnival Night Zone and Sonic's sprite up there. That's cool. What kind of controller are you playing, Sonic? That's not what a Genesis or even a Mega Drive controller looks like. I mean, they're the same thing, but... Alright. Oh! If you guys watch the, what is it called? The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon from the 90s, this is Princess Sally. This character I was talking about. This is actually a cell. I mean, what's going to happen to them? And this character in particular is very interesting. She almost became canon. There is a Sonic game that was scrapped. I don't remember what it was called, but they were planning it out for the Sega Genesis, and they had a tech demo. It was kind of like a stealth. I'll go ahead and I'll try to find the video and I'll link it in the description. And she was in it. She became so close to being canon. And she is in Sonic Spinball. She makes a little appearance during the bonus stage, along with the other Freedom Fighters. This was the Sonic Mega Drive reboot that was based off, obviously, the original Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, same thing. There's another one. I think I got this for free when I purchased some comics, whatever. Oh, this right here. Now this is cool. So there's a Game Gear game called Tales Adventure, and they actually made a comic book series out of it, and so I obviously had to buy this. Right here, and that's very interesting. I really like how they, this was the original drawings and concept art by Sega, and then this is what they, I guess, transformed them into. That's really neat. And that's the game. And there's a Game Gear. It's really cool, definitely. I mean, I don't know if like all these comics spiked in value because they're discontinued, but if you guys are interested in any of these, I highly recommend going to eBay and getting them before the prices increase, if they haven't already. I'm just grabbing random stuff. And this was a cool Super Sonic versus Hyper Knuckles. So back in the day in the 90s comics, often they would have like a special edition, and it would be 48 pages. I see up there, 48 pages. And pretty much, I remember this, Sonic and Knuckles duking it out. There's Princess Sally. Knuckles got treed. And there's Hyper Knuckles. That's pretty tight. He's pink, just like he was in the video game. I like that they paid attention to detail. There's the Chaotix. And this is what you would do if you wanted a subscription back in the day. You fill this out. And if you haven't noticed already, none of this is in order. This issue number 50 is special because it's 50 and have the little golden border. Apparently these comics are hazardous to children's health because they keep advertising like candy and sugar cereal, but who cares? I mean, it was the 90s. Barbie. That's cool. They did some really neat advertisements to get you to get a subscription. Really nice artwork. There's Sniggly. Kind of Dr. Robotnik's or Eggman's lackey. I think that guy's name's Dr. Quack or something. It's been a long time. That's Rotor. He's a freedom fighter too. And he also appeared in Sonic Spinball during the bonus stage. So, more stuff. And this was just kind of a Knuckles story based around Knuckles. And, more, this is from the 90s. Those are Spot Bots. Just more stuff from the 90s. More sugar cereal advertisements. Now this is interesting. This is actually supposed to be a map of the floating island. That's where Sonic 3 Knuckles takes place. I always thought this was really neat. And I'm missing a cover. Knuckles Sandwich. What issue is this? Ugh. Welcome to the floating island. Is this a Knuckles spinoff? Oh, there's the awesome... Before DeviantArt existed, we had this. That's awesome. Yeah, I think this was a Knuckles spinoff. I remember they had like a Sally and a Knuckles spinoff, where it'd be like, I guess, a series, maybe 3 or 5 different comics dedicated to these characters. I think that's what this is from. I mean, it's been a long time. That was from the 90s. More stuff. What issue? This is 84. I don't even remember this. Wow. Uh-oh. Looks like Sully got roboticized. And I think that's her dragon Dulcie or something like that. There she is again. I think that's St. Jeffrey. Oh, this is hilarious. They had some funny covers in the 90s. Welcome to my neighborhood. I love to pollute. What does that say? Hey, you, get off of my cover. That's funny. Alright, what else do I have here? Uh-oh, missing another cover. Sonicgrams. They have, like, people would write in and then they would respond. Oh, they would even, like, talk to the or write the character. And then they'd have, like, Sonic respond. That was cute. I don't remember this issue, though. That's some really nice cover work right there. Mecha Madness starts here. I think this is when Sonic got roboticized. I think he got roboticized at some point, and then they reverted it somehow. I think. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. It's been like, I don't know, over a decade at least. Oh yeah, so I think at the very beginning, Sally was pink, and she was also orange for a little bit, and then they finally made her brown, which I think is good looking. I don't much... Pink is kind of generic and cliche, and orange is just kind of clashing to me. What is... This is funny. Is he like X-Men now? It's totally not a Ninja Turtle. Just kidding. That's funny. Oh, another cool thing in the 90s, I mean, I'm sure they had it in modern Sonics. I didn't read too many modern Sonic comics, but they'd often have advertisements for Sega games, Game Gear. That's cool. This is a really old issue. I wonder if this is this might be either the... Is this the first one? What issue is this? This one looks really old to me. It might be the first one. It's either the first one or at least like issue 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5. It's very, very old. Wish I knew. Darn it. Alright. Another... What the heck? And here is Sonic apparently getting molested by a flower. That's funny. Oh, that's Bunny Rabbit. Sorry, I had a text message, so I had to make a cut. Anyways, alright. Another one I don't know what the heck this is because it's no cover. What else? Knuckles, book 3 of 3. Okay, so obviously this was the third Knuckles part of the trilogy that they had. That's cool. It's kind of somber going through this stuff, knowing that the series is just done now. Ooh, there's Sonic Blast advertisement with Mootown. Do they even make that anymore? I know they have stuff similar to that, but I don't think I've ever seen Mootown in stores recently. Oh, and then they have the PC version of Sonic CD. I think that's what that is right there. That game is garbage. Sonic Blast for the Game Gear. Ugh. So you think if I use this coupon? No, I'm just kidding. Never mind. Joke aborted. And yet another one that is missing the cover. Dang, I should have took better care of my stuff. Oh well, it could be worse, right? Okay, this right here. This is the first issue. And yeah, it's missing a cover, but at least I still have it. This is the first one. And that's what I was talking about. Princess Sally used to be kind of orange, yellow here. Oops. And that's Cluck. Well, actually, I don't even need to tell you what it is. You can read it. But Cluck was Robotnik's pet. And he was also in Sonic Spinball. And these are classic Sonic enemies that were from Sonic 1. The Crab Meat, Caterpillar, Buzz Bomber. No one likes him. Yep, this is issue 1. And I remember I found it in Walmart, out of all places. And in the 90s, it was pretty unusual to find a lot of like Sega or Sonic merchandise. So when I saw this, it was a pretty big deal. And I mean, unless you went to kind of a specialty store, usually that handled imports, you weren't going to see a lot of, I guess, you know, Sonic merchandise stuff. You might see like a stuffed animal in Toys R Us, but nowadays you can go places and you'll just see all kinds of, you know, Mario toys and stuff, but it wasn't like that in the 90s. So the Archie Sonic comics was a real big deal for Sonic fans and Sega fans back in the day. And it's sad. It's sad, but the good news is that they're going to continue the series and pass the torch to, I guess, a different brand or a different company to work on the comics. So at least it's not like completely dead. And this is really cool. I really like this. This has all of the original Badniks. That's what they called them back in the day. The enemies in the old school 90s Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive Sonics. The enemies were referred to as Badniks. And yeah, this guy's from Scrap Brain Zone. Now this one, Splats, was I believe an unused enemy that was found in the Sonic 1 game. I think that's what it was. They found a sprite of him recently. And this guy is from Marvel Zone. And SWATbot again. SWATbot was not in any Sonic game. He was just kind of made up to tie in with Archie and the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Or, no, not that one. The, yeah, Sonic. Sorry, guys. I'm getting all mixed up. There were two different kind of Sonic cartoons back in the day, in the 90s. There's one that had Steve Urkel, and then the one that had the Archie characters, Sally, Rotary, Antoine, etc. And there's Sally, just the orange. What's this? Arcade advertise. Oh, this is cool. This was the original advertisement for the subscription. That is really classy looking. I like that. It's awesome. Okay. And this is another, I guess, has comics that I missed out. Kind of the newer ones. These weren't from the 90s, much later on. Same with Sonic Universe. This is a more modern one. That's Blaze the Cat and Cream. That should tell you enough that it's modern. I don't even know what this is. Uncle Grandpa. I've never seen that. I used to watch Cartoon Network all the time as a kid. I like Space Ghost, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory. And I think this is the same as this. I think they occasionally would have two different cover arts. This part too. Let me see something. Let's figure this out. Yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. They just had different cover art, so I guess if you were OCD with collecting, you can get both of them. I just did it, just whatever. I wanted to support the comic book shop and the franchise, so I did that. Here's a, I think this is one of the, yeah it is, one of the Mega Man ones. So, okay, I did get one of them. I thought I didn't get any of these, and that's why I bought the book, but I missed a lot. This is probably the only one that I got. Now this right here, this is the special 25th edition, and obviously it was based on Sonic CD. Well, hold up. This is from the 90s. Okay, so this cost $1.50 out of curiosity. Now let's go back to the modern one. $2.99. There's inflation for you folks. But this is tight. Has Metal Sonic in it. Oh, and this is the first time we see Amy in the Archie Sonic comics. So that's something. And that's her classic design right there. I'm going to assume that is a Kara from Virtua Fighter. There's a Sega Saturn logo. That's really funny. I like that they did that. Oh, hey, there's SBO from Knuckles Chaotix. That's cool. More deviant art from the 90s. That's funny. I like that. Alright, and what's this one? Okay, now this was the Tails crossover, and there's his little submarine that's from the Game Gear game Tails Adventure. Tails eventually got his own series. I don't know why, but that reminds me of a Kremling from Donkey Kong Country. I think that's what they were called, those reptile antagonists that harass you. Let's pretend that's Echo the Dolphin. It's not. Alright. Next one. What the heck's this? Wow, you know what? This is from a Pokemon calendar that I had. 2001. 1-on-1 head-to-head. Who would win a face-off? Assume both Pokemon have the same amount of experience. Well, they both suck. Obviously, Magnemite. Is there an answer? Answer. Farfetch loses. Normal Pokemon like Farfetch are not very effective against electric-type Magnemites. Anyways, yeah, no. We're talking about Sonic right now. I want to keep this video on track. This belongs to one of my comics. I don't know which one. I'll have to figure it out if I care. I don't. I remember this guy. He appeared in a lot of the comics, I think, for a while. Robotnik rules. Okay. Random Robotnik pinup art. That's funny. Okay. It's like you're just reading this comic. You're reading some more, and then is that supposed to be like the 90s version of a Rickroll? I don't know. But yeah, so apparently Knuckles got roboticized in this one to battle, I think that's Sonic. Yeah, so they both got roboticized. I vaguely remember that. Trading cards. I'm gonna call that trading cards. Oh yeah, Mecha Madness. Okay. Alright. God, I don't even think I went through half of this stuff yet. I'm gonna have to speed it up. That's the final part of Tails' story thing. More stuff. Yeah, it looks like I have 2 copies of that. Oh, this is interesting. Here, this is definitely worth looking at. So usually when a new game came out, they would have a comic book tie-in, and this is obviously for Sonic Blast. They have the Flickies, and it's going to be a 48-page special. It's really cool. I like this one. So the Flickies would only say their name, kind of like a Pokemon in this. I do remember that. Flicky! I would always imagine that's how they would sound. Wow, look at this old stuff. There's Super Nintendo. Sega. Okay, and here is the Sonic and Knuckles Special Edition crossover. Is that supposed to be a Saturn? That's funny. As soon as I open the comic, I get to the advertisements, darn it. And there's Knuckles. Always, you know, Knuckles was originally kind of like Shadow. He was Sonic's friendly rival, and I kind of don't like what they did with him. Now he's kind of the butt of jokes, and he's slow. When back in the 90s, during the 16-bit era, Knuckles was like kind of on league with Sonic, although he did get tricked by Robotnik a lot, but he was usually portrayed as being really cunning, really intelligent, strong, and he's just kind of just the dumb character now, which is stupid. Pretty much Shadow took what he used to be in the 90s, in my opinion. Just floating island. Alright, what else? That's Uncle Chuck. Let me pull this out. Battle Royale. Oh, it's $2 now. Alright. That's the Chaotix. Wow. This comic is jacked up. Oh, cool. Here's the Sonic 3 advertisement. Oh yeah, I remember they had like this buy lifesavers and get $10 off or something, but I wonder how many people actually did that. That's pretty neat. That might just be one of the best parts of going through these comics, is looking at the old advertisements. Unfortunately, we can't see the rest of this glorious 90s version of DeviantArt. Mecha Madness. I think I have another, or yeah, this apparently I have 2 of these for whatever reason. And here's the Sonic the Hedgehog Trouble tie-in. This was a Game Gear game. A very good one, probably one of the best. I think this game and Tails Adventure are the 2 best games on the Game Gear, personally. That's Knack the Weasel. He's also called Fang the Sniper, I think, in Japan. DeviantArt. Here we go. I'm pretty good at just opening and finding those, aren't I? I'm looking through this. I'm trying to remember, what does any of this have to do with the game? I'm not seeing any reference. This is weird. You know what? I think this can't be, this must be attached to the wrong comic. Because this is wrong. This is not the Sonic Triple Trouble edition. That's weird. Okay. And what's this? Oh, more at work. Oh, it's too long. Oh, okay. this one. This was Sonic 3. This was the Sonic 3 Special Edition. I remember that. And right here, this is the first time we ever see Knuckles in the Archie series. Oh, Lion King, wow. That's so 90s. Getting there. We're getting there. What's this? Super Sonic Special. I don't even remember this one. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't remember. Oh, this was a fun issue. I like this one. Sonic the Hedgehog in Your Face. I just remember I liked this as a kid a lot. I like the stories in it. And here's another part of the Tales trilogy, I think. Southern crossover. Oh, there's something I gotta show you guys in here if I can find it. I actually remember something funny about this. There's this hilarious... Maybe it's not on this issue. No, I don't think it is. It was in a Knuckles issue. Never mind. Sorry. Wrong issue. Sonic the Fugitive. Oh my god, Solly's gonna die. She's gonna die. Spoiler, she doesn't. Sonic Quest. More Knuckles. I remember liking this issue a lot too, Night of a Thousand Sonics. Because it had so many Sonics. I thought it was neat. Oh, there's Wolverine Sonic. That's funny. Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble advertisement. Paste this page on. God, I can't talk. Paste this page onto a sheet of thin cardboard, then cut on the dotted lines and build your own swap bots. Well, I never did that. I'll make sure to Xerox this and make 1,000,000 swap bots soon. Count on it. Okay. Oh, so I forgot. Princess Sally got her own mini-series. This was the last one. Spaghettios. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I was right. The Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble, it's attached to the wrong comic. So what I'm assuming happened is that it fell off and then I attached it to the wrong one. So I'm gonna have to fix that. This is the Sonic Triple Trouble. Because like I was looking through it and I'm trying to find references to the game for the Game Gear. I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. And Fang is supposed to be in here. Or Knack the Weasel, rather. There he is. This is the first time we see Knack the Weasel. And I know he shows up again in future Archie comics. Now this is really neat. They kind of did an interpretation of all the levels in the video game Sonic Triple Trouble. The train level, I think it's called Mecha Jungle Zone or something. I mean, this was called Robotnik. Oh wait, it says right here Robotnik. Okay, it has the names. I can't exactly read it at first unless I really look because I'm recording. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I thought this was really neat how they kind of did artwork for all the levels in the game. It was pretty tight. And Sonic got blasted. Okay, this is the episode, or the comic that has the hilarious picture of Knuckles. Look at that. That always cracked me up as a kid. It's like sniffing this incense and tripping out. That is... No, I don't want to. So smell the bubbles. This made me back. That is so funny. Okay. This is totally awesome. I love this so much. This advertisement is based off of Mushroom Hill Zone, one of my favorite levels in the entire 16-bit era. I love Mushroom Hill Zone, and I thought this was really neat how they did that. Well, that looks painful. Ouch. But yeah, usually Sonic and Knuckles are just going at it with each other. They're usually pretty even. Oh, gosh, so many memories. So many memories. I feel a little sad. I feel a little sad this series finally came to an end. And this one was interesting. Sonic Live. They had real people in this, kind of. Yeah, I mean, vaguely remember that. They got pulled into Sonic's world. And then become comic book characters. Oh, I used to eat that. I used to eat that stuff. Alright, what else? We are almost done. In fact, this is the last comic, and I know what this is, comic number 25. I showed you guys this already. Apparently I have another one, an extra issue. Sonic CD comic. I showed you guys this already. That has Metal Sonic in it. That's it. So, yeah, I just want to make this video because, I don't know, it's a big deal that Archie's not making it anymore. I'm just happy that they're not completely killing the comics, and Sega found a agreement to at least continue making it with another company. Oh yeah, those guys over there, they're helping me out with these comics. I guess I'll show you this. So this Sonic I got at Build-A-Bear, when you squeeze, wait, which one is it? I know it's, you have to squeeze something, so his hand, squeeze this, and that's the Sonic 3 special stage. I think that's so funny. That's like a random thing. Like, okay, if you're squeezing Sonic's hand, it wouldn't make more sense if he's taking, like, he would make the ring noise. Like he's taking damage. That's how I would do it. But no, you squeeze him, you get the special stage noise. I think it's so funny. He has a ring. I put him in a Sonic shirt, of course. And there's Tails. Tails doesn't have any clothes. He's not very interesting, and I don't think he doesn't do anything when you squeeze him. But yeah. Well, if you are still watching this, thanks for watching. And if you have any memories of the Archie comics or watching the cartoon or the 90s or anything, drop a comment. I want to know what you think, especially if you read the more modern issues, like Sonic Universe. I missed a lot of that stuff, and that's why I started buying the digest books like this one, because I missed out on a lot. I've read a lot of the ones from the 90s though. But yeah, thanks for watching. Later.